I want to show you this because these principles apply today. This is a book called Born in Blood: The Lost Secrets of Freemasonry by John J. Robinson. And this first chapter is about the Black Plague or the Black Death, in which a lot of people died. According to this book, 35 to 40% of the population of Europe and Britain within 2 years of when it started. But look at what it says here. This still applies today. It says, as in all times and places, famine, malnutrition, and the resultant lower immune defenses put out the welcome mat for the epidemic. And so, and look what it says here. This is very, very interesting. Even under what they would have considered ideal conditions, the general population, meaning the peasants, not the lords or the royalty, the general population was undernourished. Their diet was chiefly of wheat and rye. What is that? Grains. What is that? Bread. With few vegetables and a minimum of meat and milk. So you can see the minimum, the food that they had the least was meat and milk. And of course, this was not the supermarket milk that we have now. This was real milk, raw milk. So look at the order. First grains, then vegetables, then meat and milk. Okay? And this will show that meat and milk, animal products, are so important to our health, and how these foods are the ones that nourish us the most. And you'll see the proof of it as I keep reading. Look what it says. Partially because even if they could afford them, there was no refrigeration or other means of preservation. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies in winter were a part of life. Hunting could provide fresh meat, but hunting rights belonged to the manor lords. Of course, the royalty had hunting rights, the rest of the people did not. A beating was a light punishment, and death not uncommon for taking a deer or even a rabbit from the Lord's forests. That so many took the risk speaks to the intensity of the biological craving for fresh food. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Disease generally finds its easiest victims among children who do not develop a mature immune system until about the age of 10 or 11, and among the elderly, whose immune systems decline with advancing years, and so it was with the Black Death. So this is very interesting. So now you know who the main targets are whenever a so-called pandemic occurs. And now you know how important meat and animal foods are. You see? I mean, important enough that royalty had hunting rights and the rest of the people did not.